We're at the East Palisades Park of the Chattahoochee National Recreation Area, hiking the Indian Trail to find the bamboo forest. We're here in October, and the leaves are starting to fall as well as change colors. This winding, packed dirt trail winds along hills and goes up and down along the Chattahoochee River before we reach the bamboo forest. The trails are wide and also numerous. We're using the All Trails app today to avoid making wrong turns and adding extra distance on our hike. One thing to know before you go, the parking lots at both Indian Trail trailheads are tiny and often very crowded on weekends. Fortunately, we're here on a Friday morning and there was no problem parking. As always, we're tracking our hike today with our Garmin activity watch. That'll give us good statistics on this trail, which is rated moderate by multiple trail rating apps. And what's the primary reason for that moderate rating? Well, lots of ups and downs, as well as many routes along the way. We've walked just about a half a mile from the park's easternmost parking lot to reach the Chattahoochee River, where the leaves are beginning to change, and we're hearing lots of geese in flight. We'll often stop along the river and just listen to it rush through the rapids and the rocks on its way south. As a plane flies overhead, we're headed uphill. And this is one of those heart rate elevating sections that'll get your blood flowing. Do they call it a trail because my hiking partner is always behind me? Well, we're up at the highest point along this ridge. We're about 210 feet above the river below us. And we stopped to enjoy this scenic view above the Chattahoochee from an observation platform. As you can see, civilization is not far away. Now we're back on a descent toward the riverbank and the bamboo forest. Now, it would be really good news if the trail followed this meandering stream back down toward the river, but it doesn't. Instead, we're heading back up. So we went up, and now we're headed back down again. We've now walked 2.5 miles and we've reached the bamboo forest. Look out for flying monkeys. And though we've hiked 2.5 miles and wound up in a bamboo forest, just remember, you're never far away from civilization while you're in this park. Well, on our way back, we've stopped and walked out into the river on some of the rocks, right where the waters are flowing quickly through this area of rapids and then around the bend. And if you look up on that hill to the left and now in the center of the picture, that was the observation spot we were at earlier, looking down on the river. Now all we have to do is find our way back across these rocks and back to our yellow bag. Now this trail back has some tricky footing, so we're going to be extra careful as we go through these roots along this little stream where we drop off about 12 or 15 feet, so we really don't want to fall into there. Well, after 3.7 miles of walking Up and down hills, through the woods, along the river. We're back along the main entry road to walk toward the final stop at the parking lot. We'll share our full statistics in a graphic with more information, and we'll include a couple more links about information about this hike in our post as well. For more like this, be sure to follow Deanland on Newsbreak and visit ourtravelcafe.com.